Good afternoon, each and every one of you. How are you all doing today? For me, it's a little bit better today. Um, I know some of you have seen me on social media as of late that I've had another episode of being in the hospital once again. Um, I know, like, basically, as of 29th of July, in my videos that I've talked about, things have really started going screwy in my head, within my eyes, where I'm thinking that my ventricular shunt that I had located behind my right ear was beginning to malfunction, and I've been experiencing some very major traumatic problems within my eyes, in my head, massive headaches. Um, it's just been an absolute wreck since then. Look, I've been going through multiple doctors and stuff and explaining that this is going wrong, and I know because I've had other information from summer of last year when this all began with hydrocephalus, which is accumulation of spinal fluid on the brain that can lead to some major problems with your health. Um, Basically, like in January, I had ended up collapsing on the kitchen floor to a grand mal seizure that was leading up, that I found out a little late before they could do something. And of course, the seizure did it, and I pretty much went unconscious. And back in January, they put a shunt in here behind my right ear. So that was that one. But going back, like, to Sunday night of last week, um, I knew again something was wrong. I wasn't feeling good. I had massive headaches, really bad tension in behind my eyes, in back and behind my head, and my shoulders. I just could not get comfortable at all. I was trying anything from painkillers, to ice packs, to hot baths, anything that I could do to find relief. It just wasn't working. So, um, Sunday afternoon, for some reason, I ended up starting to throw up and getting really, really sick and nauseous. Like, kind of felt like car sickness, if you know what that is. I've had that since I was a kid, and that sucks. I've been very bad experience with car sickness since a kid, so it isn't never ended yet. So, but these are the kind of things that, kind of the symptoms that I've been experiencing up to this point. So, luckily on Sunday night, I ended up taking Gravol and found a way to finally get comfortable and sleep. But throughout Monday, I was a little bit on the tired side, and it wasn't too bad. Pretty responsive. I knew what was going on. But as soon as Tuesday morning hit, man, that hit me like a ton of bricks. Uh, I woke up with such headache in my head. My eyes were killing me. I was throwing up constantly. My brother was even stating that I was almost looking like I was suffering from some kind of spasm of a seizure throughout the morning. Um, so basically, it got till about 12:30 that afternoon, and I was like, I'm going back to the hospital and getting checked up because something is most definitely wrong. So I did end up going to the ER, and the moment I walked in there and got myself admitted, I explained to them that, I had been suffering from recurrent glioblastoma multiforme brain cancer. So they were sort of aware of that from my 200 plus pages of medical documents that are on their file. And they also knew that I did have a problem with cerebral spinal fluid on the brain. And they knew I did have a current shunt placed in behind my right ear. So those were a little bit concerning because that could lead to some health issues. So it's something they don't want to ignore. And then, so they got me in there pretty quickly. They got a bed for me. They got me set up with some anti-nauseants, some pain meds, but of course, when you're suffering from that stuff, doesn't last so long. So, of course, I was throwing up in the bed and with a throw up bucket, if you want to call it, and they were doing everything they could in their power to make sure that I was being taken care of very quickly. It wasn't long before they actually had the CT scan set up and had me sent for it. And when I did have that done, one of the other neurosurgeons that I don't deal with on a regular basis at this point, when he come back with the report, he did state that again, the right ventricle of the brain, I had CSF swelling again, and he stated that that shunt that I had on the right side of the ear was blocked, so nothing was able to drain from that tube in the back of the head down the neck into the chest cavity into the stomach where they had previously cut, where they inserted the drain into the stomach and the liver. So they were going to be preparing me for surgery for Wednesday morning, basically. And I got admitted into a bed that night, so I had all the stuff hooked up. Found that my potassium was a little bit low when they did the blood labs, so they got me hooked up with that and a little bit of IV fluid to keep myself hydrated. So I'm very grateful to these guys at this point. So this would be 4 major brain surgeries in about 16 months. So basically March till August, I've had 4. So plus they knew that the brain tumors were growing back, so they think that may be a possible factor in why I'm having this issue today. So, but I have yet to hear back from further testing and MRIs and CT scans and follow-ups with the cancer clinic again. So that'd be that. And then the Tuesday night that I had to sleep in the hospital bed, which wasn't too bad. Wednesday morning, 8 o'clock, they were ready. They had me going for surgery. It's ready to go, set up. They put me asleep again. So basically what they have done this time is the shunt that I originally had in behind the right ear, they took out. It's been taken and removed. And what they've done is they've installed a new shunt valve, which is up in the top right of the right ventricle now. So that'll probably be carrying from that ventricle down and through behind the ear again and back down in behind the neck. And I think they kept the same tubes to go into the stomach. But so far, it's holding up pretty nicely. As you can tell, I've got some fair bit of staples here on the top where they've put the new shunt valve. And they stitched up where I had previously. So there's some pretty thick stitches up there. So Wednesday went over pretty well. But the only thing was when I woke up from being put out was I got like really panicked at first. And I didn't know where I was or what was going on. Or I got ladies keep trying to tell me, breathe in deep, breathe in deep. It's like, I'm trying. Even though I have had a previous medical history with trying to get air into the system. So as you can tell, I am a CPAP user too. And I do have cortico steroid spray, nasal spray for deviated septum for your nose. So that's the kind of stuff I've been on as well. But again, it's like trying to catch my breath, inhale deep, and try to get the sleepiness out of your head, and so I can start focusing on again where I'm at and what world I'm on. So I eventually did come back around and start refocusing on all the important things and making sure I got some water and food in my stomach, which was beneficial. And it was nice that and like all the nurses and that were wonderful. They took good care of me. Made sure everything was up to par. I had all the medications I needed. All that fun stuff. Got all my medical history under par. And they did put me back on Decadron again, which is a corticosteroid, which I was on before last year. The dose this time was a little bit stronger than last year. This year it's 8 milligrams, so I take 4 milligrams daily, whereas last year it was only 4 milligrams, so I only had to take 2 and 2. But the thing with Decadron is if you take it too long, all the side effects start kicking in, and it is nasty, folks. Totally nasty. Um, you gain weight so fast, and you have so much joint swelling, like it's unbearable. Um, for at one point, I needed a walker to get around because my shoulders, my back, everything, it just felt so terrible. You couldn't walk and bend or do nothing. So, those are little pointers I want to let you guys know if you want to search that up and what that is. Yeah, and Decadron is usually given when you have primary brain tumors or other stuff that control edema or swelling on the brain. So, if you're curious, you can search that on the internet. There's all kinds of fun factuals about that stuff and how to deal with it because you need to do some research when taking that medication. So, I thought it'd be kind and let you guys know. So, um, yeah. So anyhow, they got all that stuff set up. Got a couple of the medications down the line. And the nice thing was, like last night or yesterday afternoon, I should say, they did release me out of hospital. So, like Wednesday night, I was able to get up and walk around and be mobile again, which is a big factor. You need to be sure that you're able to get up and move around before they let you go. So, um, that was a bonus. I was pretty strong on my feet, and nothing was stopping me. So they felt pretty confident that I was able to get up and head home. So that's what I did. Approximately 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, and I got some more additional medication straightened out through the pharmacy. And last night I actually had a very good sleep, which was nice. So a good sleep in a couple of days because I hadn't slept too well in the hospital. It just wasn't comfortable. Plus, you got neighbors in the beds that all kinds of them have serious terminal or chronic illnesses that it can be frustrating with listening to nurses trying to help these people out, but I know they're doing it for a good cause. So, um, yeah, so I just wanted to touch base with you guys and let you know what's going on. And if you guys follow me on social media, Facebook, I do have Instagram. So if you guys want to follow me there, and again, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns in regards to any of your issues that you may be experiencing, you may be placing comments in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to answer your questions, no doubt. It'd be truly appreciated to get to know you guys a little bit better and let you know what's going on. And again, like I've said in the past, if you guys have any issues, keep a smile on your face and, you keep a positive mindset, positive energy, and together we will all win this battle. And just, the most important thing is to stay happy in your life. When you have that and you're always smiling and happy, it's one of the greatest things in the world to enjoy your life. So, do the things that make you feel happy. No matter how hard life can be, I've had multiple surgeries going on in the last 16 months. Uh, two major brain surgeries, two shunt surgeries, chemo, radiation, chemo again, plus another intravenous chemo, which I'm working on, waiting for the insurance to give me the green light on so I can get that done, and as well as taking the oral temozolomide, pardon me. So the battles are not over, but I still remain positive. So yeah, so I just wanted to let you guys know, and I haven't spoken to you guys in a few days, but as soon as I hear some new information regarding all the chemo and what other treatments are coming, I will most certainly let you guys know, and I'd be so happy to share my adventure with you guys, and I truly hope that each and every one of you are doing very well. And let's go get them, guys. I know a lot of you are my followers, have blindness or visual impairments or multiple diseases, chronic terminal illnesses, and I'm with you guys. You're all in my hearts. You're in my prayers. You're in my best wishes to get going. Just knock them dead and go get them. And you feel so much better about yourself when you're out there being positive and achieving those goals, being well, doing what it takes to make you feel better with yourself, whether it be, being with friends, the people you love most. There's so many people out there that care and want to know how you are. And, being with them on a day-to-day basis, it gives you a morale boost. It makes you feel better about yourself. So I just wanted to share with you guys and let you know that you're not alone. And I will always be here for you guys. And if you need, you want to find me on social media, you guys ever want to talk to me, I am more than willing to be able to talk with you whenever, whatever time, any social media page, it does not matter. I will be there for you. Alrighty, guys, so just let you know, I'm with you. So I want to wish you guys all a wonderful afternoon and wonderful weekend, too. It's coming up. It's Friday. So you all take care of yourselves, and I will chat soon with updates. So every one of you take good care of yourselves, and I will see you later. Cheers.